Hello, hello. This is Valk, and today I'm gonna be playing some Hades. A few of my favorite people really wanted to see Hades and wanted some help getting through it. And so I decided to get a capture card because I have Hades on the Switch. And I just wanted to share the game with them because I just love this game. And I wanted to give them a chance to kind of collaborate with me or get a peek into the game that I love so much and talk a lot about. So this is for them, and if you join and you follow me along the way, thank you, and I hope you have fun. What I plan to do for Hades is to kind of just originally in the first run or two, just kind of showcase a little who these characters are, what kind of game you can expect this to be if you're new, and give some tips on weapons and just the overall gameplay mechanics and perks and boons, and give my approach onto how I tackle some of these bosses and just getting through the labyrinth that is the underworld and trying to get to the surface. So that's what we're gonna do. So if you join along the way, once again, I hope you have fun.
Few tales are told of Hades, whose very name inspires fear and penitence, reminding us of the inevitable fate which we all share. I, however, mean to tell you such a tale. Listen carefully.
Goodbye, Father. To hell with this place. I'm leaving. Try and stop me. Heads up. There she is. It's got to be her. Then here goes nothing. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Hail, noble cousin. Now, let's get you from that miserable place. I'll see that all of us upon Olympus do our part, beginning here with me.
I know you can't hear me all the way where you are, goddess, but thank you. Come on. Athena. Strength of the goddess. Louds. That's something. They're armored. Coin from the dead. Father won't miss a couple coins. You're dead. The underworld's power. Uh-oh. Anyone else? There's only one heavenly archer I know of. Well, several, really. Anyway, in the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
I heard about you. Look, I'm not like all the others on Olympus. The power of the hunt helps keep me company, so maybe it'll help you too.
The power of the hunt sounds like good company to keep. Centaur heart. Each exit has its own reward. Wretches! can't heal myself, but I can fight. All set. Olympus, I accept this message.
Beyond the present chamber lies the outermost perimeter of Tartarus, promising terrifying dangers far beyond the Underworld Prince's reckoning.
And I can reckon quite a bit. Well, this is awkward.
Halt, Zagreus. Not one step further.
Come on, Meg. Haven't we had more than enough of each other by now? Besides, don't you have someplace else to be?
Your father sent me. All in all, I'd rather be on your bad side than his. Now you can turn back, like a good little man, or I can send you home the painful way. What'll it be?
I'll have to go with the painful way.
A man after my own heart. Hold it right there. Wretches. You should have known better.
Damn it. I'm home. Yes, carry on, everyone. Don't mind me.
that is the intro. The goal is not to get all the way to Hades in the first shot. You're not gonna have all the skills at the very beginning. In terms of the mechanics that are available to you are not all there. So it's pretty difficult. But there's many players who can get all the way to Hades. I myself, when I was a little more warmed up, it's not the best term, but when I played quite frequently, I think I was able to get to the third boss. You can do it, it's just very difficult. And I wanted to be quiet for that first part, just so you could hear and experience the opening. So if I'm quiet, I'm just letting you take in the dialogue and what's going on, and hear all the mechanics and the tutorial stuff that they give you. As I continue to play, I will chime in, add my thoughts, point out some things that I'm doing, whether good or bad, and we'll go from there. But I also want you all to experience the game, if you were just getting into it. So, without further ado, let's continue.
Welcome to the House of Hades, where... Wait, I know you. Guess that means you died out there, huh? Well, don't be sad, though. Pretty much everybody dies sometime.
Some of us more than others.
Back already? Stupid boy. I told you nobody gets out of here, whether alive or dead. So how was your wanton ransacking of my domain?
Greetings, Father. My ransacking was a delight, thank you for asking. So I'll just be on my way again.
Be on your way indeed. What do I care? You shall never reach the surface. Go, see for yourself.
One of my favorite thing about this game developer is that the voice acting is just amazing. It's awesome. The music, it's amazing. And as you progress, I'll try not to give spoilers too much, but you
have come home.
Get most of the music played within the attempts to the surface here in the House of Hades. And that was like my big goal, was to unlock all the music so that I could hear it down here in the House of Hades.
Infernal watchdog Cerberus regards the underworld prince with mixed emotions, from purest joy to deepest melancholy.
Cerberus's best doggo.
You watch over things for me, won't you, boy? You know I'd take you if I could. There's a good boy.
Pet the doggo.
I'm not just merely listening to this. You've returned. Good to see you, lad, despite the circumstances. Remember your training out there. The pain of death is but another obstacle.
And fear is for the weak. Take care, Achilles.
The House of Hades, that dark and lavishly appointed lair of the underworld's king, is home not just to him, but to his willful progeny.
You know I can hear you, old man. How goes it, Shades?
That was the voice actor who is the narrator, is also the voice of Hades himself. It's just slightly different, but yeah, that's Hades doing this overlaid monologue narration, and I like that Zagreus is actually aware of it himself.
Do not despair, child. Such setbacks are inevitable and may be overcome with effort and with time. You made contact with the goddess Athena. She shall be true to her word.
I believe it, Nyx. I'm grateful that you put us into contact. I know you took a considerable risk in reaching out.
The risk is not to me. I expected the Olympians would involve themselves in this eventually. Reveal to them no more than they already know. Are we understood?
Yes, we are.
Then go.
Nyx definitely became one of my favorite characters throughout this game. Just the complexities of all the characters, actually, and their dialogues are just amazing, and the work that went behind it, just phenomenal. Yeah, so through this playthrough, and if you yourself go to pick up the game, I guarantee that you'll fall in love with Nyx.
Hey, Room, I'm back.
She's just best mom.
The bedchambers of Prince Zagreus lie in a perpetual state of utter disarray, despite his lord and master of the house repeatedly insisting that he pick everything up.
Oh, come on, it's not that bad, is it?
So, the mirror adds this kind of rogue-like aspect to the game, and it helps make the runs to go fight Hades and fight through the labyrinth that is the underworld. It's far, far easier.
Night and darkness guide me.
Fortunately, I didn't pick up enough darkness to get a second dash. Therefore, I might go with vitality for the time being. And shadow presence. So that gives you... Shadow presence is kind of your backstab boost, or your backstab addition, or multiplier.
My power grows. Okay. There we go. Coronacht, the Heart Seeker. Let's deal some death.
Psst, over here.
What the? I can escape through that pink window.
Nice place you got here, boyo. Name's Skelly, how's it going? But enough with the small talk already. I'm here to do a job. So let me have it. Give me everything you got.
I don't remember having you on payroll, mate. Who's your supervisor?
Oh, I'm not about to wrap my sources, pal. Just try and beat it out of me.
If you insist.
Yeah, that's it. Nah, that was nothing. I could hit harder than that.
Whoops.
Bet I got you pretty good.
So this room, if it's not obvious to you, this room acts as like the armory and kind of the gateway or the back door for Zagreus to escape. And as you can see, there are 6 tiles on the ground for each weapon, and 2 of which are not available because they have not appeared yet. And there are 2 that are locked. So To access these, we have to collect the currency of keys, which you can see as one of the rewards in the chambers. So once you unlock one and you switch between them, you don't lose your weapon. You can always come back and switch between them.
I got your chopping block right here, pal. Whoa, yeah!
One more time. Thunder. Is this really him? Okay. In the name of Hades.
Greetings there, young man. Look, your father's always been rather difficult, and he's not so much as called in quite some time. You'll have a better home where you belong, here on Olympus. And to help you on your journey, have my blessing.
Since I'm using the bow, I prefer to have Zeus's blessing for my special attack, because Zeus's boon tends to shoot lightning bolts out of them, and that's not an option here. So I think I'm gonna go with Thunder Dash and see who else appears through my progression through the chambers.
Lord Uncle Zeus lending his support. Never thought I'd see the day. Or night.
So when I dash, lightning strikes where I just was standing previously.
Composed of such innumerable, ever-shifting, interlocking chambers, the underworld of Lord Hades all but guarantees the dead shall there remain until the end of time.
Good thing I'm not dead.
So on this door, this chamber door, you can see the reward. Now, the rewards are pretty randomized, except for the very, 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 very first encounter with Athena. That one is set in place. That time I got too close. I like to use specials to get more hits on a backstab than just a single power shot. Because I do 60 there, and if I get behind and I do a special, I can get a couple of those.
Nix's power.
And get a little more chip damage on those enemies. So, as you can see on these chamber doors, I have the option to select a reward of gold or Artemis. I love Artemis, so I'm gonna say hello. When you're playing Hades, sometimes these purple orbs, if you damage them, they will dissipate, but that's not always the case. In that there, I wanted to try and shoot the projectile. However, the bow kind of almost has like aim assist on it, and it'll go for a enemy rather than the projectile.
Hey, how'd you get your hands on a nice bow like that? You take good care of Coronat for me, so I can try it too once you're up here.
Ooh, okay. So the colors help dictate how rare one of these boons are. And the rarity affects the damage percentage or speed or cast. It's really just a booster. This boon right here, this ability, has no rarity boost on it. It is just the standard common. Blue is rare, and then a bump up above rare is epic, which I'm gonna go with that. Despite having this really nice, I love Deadly Flourish for Coronoct, but I will go with the epic just for the rarity boost.
Artemis, guide my hand.
So when you press the minus button on the Switch, you can see the boons that you have. So these 4 are your main abilities: your attack, your special, your cast, and then your dash. And you can only have 1 aid, 1 boon per standard ability. So you can't like double dip on it. You can eventually sell your boons and make us free space like I have in my special and my cast right now. And you can have another god bestow you a new boon for that. So we're going for the pomegranate.
Stand down and suffer.
That's pretty beefy. So Artemis gives you critical boosts, like you're more likely to get a critical attack done. See, 237, that's pretty beefy.
Power. Power of Olympus.
So the pomegranate of power does what you would think. Power, it gives you an upgrade. So we can move one of my 2 current abilities, my boons, to the next level. So I'm gonna go with Deadly Strike. And here is the other currency, Darkness. Darkness and keys and gems stay with you throughout your runs. The gold does not. You lose all gold when you die or beat the game. Well, beat a heat. You can't take your money with you. I like to get rid of these little guys first because they're much faster. And the big guy who kind of shoots himself at you, I dislike that enemy a lot. So the bag is Chiron's shop, and these are gems. Now the skull means that the encounter in the chamber is going to be a little more difficult than the standard. So it's kind of high risk, high reward. Just depends on what you have. I know the pricing at Chiron's shop. I don't have a lot of coin on me, so I'm gonna take the risk of going for gems, the other currency. And that was my mistake there.
Come get shot.
Yeah, I like to get close behind them and then spam my special. But I have Deadly Strike, so I need to take more advantage of my charged attack. And not my special. And I got 10 gems. I believe if this was a standard chamber, you get 5.
No way to patch up. Got to keep going.
So, I can choose a boon with Athena. That is her signal. That's her, symbol. As a shield. And over here's a centaur heart. I'm gonna go for some health. Alright, so here's some witches. We don't really like them. And try to avoid those traps on the floor. I didn't do a very good job of doing that. They hurt. a lot. Ouch. Ouchie. And if you're not careful, you can get stun
Someday I'll go
locked
even farther.
like myself. I love the bow, but it's definitely a weapon I need to practice more on. But as you see, I have 10 gems, 20 darkness. I didn't get to keep my gold coins.
Looks like one of the wretched witches shot you dead last time. Sorry to hear that, huh? Have you tried shooting them first?
I haven't.
We love Hypnos. He kind of acts as Captain Obvious sometimes, and
Someone's at the desk next to the throne. Who's that sniveling shade to your immediate left there, Father? Already found someone new to do the busy work, and here I thought I was utterly indispensable.
That shade boy is my newly designated contractor, one whose responsibility is to work on this house. Though who shall pay for everything my subjects here demand, I do not know.
You're trying to guilt me into funding the exorbitant furnishings you desire.
Perhaps once we are finished with repairs for all the carnage you have sown throughout my realm, then we might finally have time for all the needed renovations that have piled up.
Nice.
the contractor is gonna be your best friend. Not really, because you don't get dialogue, but the contractor does everything to boost the house and the safe rooms in the chambers.
Be well. Keep at it, lad. I've known great men throughout my life, and I can always tell when someone's better than their circumstances. Fight like I'd fight out there.
I'll give them hell as you once did, Achilles. Though doubtless many of the shades who stand against me first arrived in Tartarus because of you. Father's chambers, always locked.
Stay out of there.
Don't think I'm welcome in there.
Can't let you in there, lad. What once was a small lounging area within the House of Hades now is sealed off, in utter shambles, since the multi-headed Cerberus tore the space apart, mourning the missing prince.
Cerberus destroyed the lounge again. Some sort of special offer for me, my good shade.
So the contractor does a couple things. The first one is work orders. This helps to spruce up the house of Hades, to add things to the safe rooms. You can get a fishing rod here, so you can go fishing to get some extra currency. And you can customize the house. So you can change the floor colors of the Great Hall, drapes, the columns. There's all kinds of things here. Very, very fun. The West Hall. Here's the lounge. As we've just been informed, Cerberus was very, very upset that Zagreus is leaving and tore up the lounge. Therefore, we cannot access it at this time. Bed chambers is for Zagreus' room. And then we have court music, which is where you buy all the songs that are in the game so you can play them within the House of Hades. And you buy them with, again, the in-game currency that you acquire. So, first things first, gonna get some fountain chamber of Tartarus. This gives me a kind of a drinking fountain, for lack of better terms, in the safe room in Tartarus.
Work authorized. A fountain chamber in the depths of Tartarus sounds like an excellent idea. The ever-shifting chambers of the underworld ought to be a little livelier with this.
Plunderer
This ought to be
is...
claiming someplace else.
Plunderer Lesser is a infernal trove. It is basically a treasure chest of Hades himself, and that is for another high-risk, high-reward situation. You have to beat a bunch of enemies very, very quickly so you can maximize the reward you are getting in return.
Darkness guide you, child. You have outgrown this house. Of that I am now certain. Should you return again here, I shall keep you safe.
I won't forget you, Nyx, I swear it.
I think I'm going to save my darkness here, get some more because I really want an extra dash.
Hey, been here the whole time. You know something, boyo? I think you could do a real number on one of these columns holding up this place and bring the whole thing down in just a few swipes. Boom, boom, boom. And hate to be standing near one of them if you did.
Wreck my father's finely crafted architecture every chance I get. That I can do for sure.
I am definitely eyeballing the shield. The shield is probably my favorite weapon. So when you see the weapons in the armory and they are glowing in purple, that means you have the chance to earn more darkness and or gems every run through that this weapon is glowing. So this time, if I play with the sword, I'm gonna get 20%ish darkness. More than I would if I played with Coronacht this round.
Stygius, blade of the underworld, I need your strength.
And with that, I think I will take a break here and review my video. And again, I am new to the YouTube scene and using a capture card, so I am definitely open to suggestions or tips or tricks to make my videos better. Please feel free to put those in the comments below. And if you want to hang around, give me a subscribe and a like, and I'll see you next time.